people of Ghana, is your Nigerian Get Pleasure bringing you political news in a channel at Koma TV. According to Mr. Paul, he has come out to ask how a person that wants to be the president, we're talking about President, ex-President John Mahama, that is the NDC presidential candidate in this coming election, coming out to say so many things that he cannot even explain himself. Anyway, in most of the recent happenings, John Mahama is said to have made promises because Ghana has no financial record. According to him, he said that Ghana is broke. Please watch.
This is President Mahama. He said something that worried me, and I just decided to look at the history of it so we can deal with it here on the show. President Mahama said that Ghana is broke, something like that. So he's not able to promise, and people shouldn't come and worry him. I think for those who haven't heard it, it's 7 minutes past the top of the hour, 10 o'clock. Let's take the video again. Producer, let's reverse the order. Let's take the video now so that we can put the story in proper context. People who have not seen it, see this video. This is what President Mahama said, and then we'll come and analyze it and interrogate it and give you our opinion of the matter using historical facts.
And I'll plead with the teachers' unions, NAT and NAGRAT and UTAG and TEWU and all of them. I know all of you are clamoring for allowances, increase in your allowances and so on and so forth. Let me caution you that in 2025, inshallah, after we take over, we will show you the books and the finances of this country. And you realize the harm that the MPP administration has done to Ghana's economy. This country is broke. And so we would beg you that when we come into office, give us a bit of a honeymoon. Let's put things in place so that we can bring the economy back on its feet. And when we have done that, we can accede to your demands again. And that's why I'm being very measured in the promises that I make. Because we all know the crisis in which this country has been plunged.
So when I heard this as a 21st century African, I was very, very disturbed. And then I just looked at the history of our country and the elections since 2000. And these days I like to limit myself up to 2000 because we've come quite a long way that we have enough examples. I don't understand why President Mahama, my very good friend, was saying that. We do not want leaders in 2024 who are experimenting or who, I used a certain expression. You see, we are looking for leaders who are equal to the know-how. Am I writing it well? KNOW, how. Leaders who have the know-how. We don't want leaders who are telling us that your country is broke, so I can't. We want leaders who have the know-how. And I just checked the history I'm going to share with you today. We have not had any leader saying that. I'm going to show it to you right now. I was totally disappointed. And every day I come to, somebody saw me on the street. He said, hey, my friend, you are talking, you say President Mahama's advices. What is President? It is he himself. I said, no, it's not he himself. I know President Mahama. Many people know him. I know him as well. Some people know him more than I know him. I know him more than other people know him. I know President Mahama. It's not him, it's his advisors. Why do you advise a presidential candidate in 2024 to tell the people that he wants to elected them, to tell the people that he wants them to elect him, that the country is broke, so I can't promise teacher training allowances? But this is President Mahama coming from a history of cutting teacher training allowances anyway, and somebody comes to restore it. We are looking for leaders, young people. Those of you who are between the ages of 22 and 38, you are looking for a new African leader that thinks possibilities, that says possibilities, who has the know-how, the technical know-how to deliver the job. People don't take the presidency with a bed of roses. People don't take the presidency with gold. They take the presidency, whatever it is, add their brain to it, add their know-how to it, and be able to deliver the things that they promise. Let's go back to President Kufuor. When President Kufuor was running for elections in 2000, Ghana was broke. But he promised FQ, free compulsory universal basic education, and NHIS. John Ajekum Kufuor right there. He promised that in 2000, Ghana was broke. He was aware that Ghana is broke. He said, it doesn't matter. I am a leader.
Before coming out to aspire for a leadership position, especially the presidency aspect, you're supposed to know so many things that you are supposed to put in place so that the country will achieve what they need to achieve and take them forward. That should be your plans, your laid down, your written plans, so that when you come on board, you can tell the country you want to govern that these are the way or these are the things I would do personally so that the country will come out very better, and not coming out to tell a country that a country is very poor and they should not expect much from you when you become the president.
If you elect me into leadership, I will give you the know-how. Because I have the know-how and because my team has the know-how, I will deliver you free, compulsory, universal, basic education. He was able to do it. 2000 Ghana was broker, if there's a word like that, broker than today. And our leader, former president, says, your country is broke, so your life is only 2,000. So don't come and ask me for something that costs 5,000. Because the 2,000 I have, I can't do anything about it. It's 2,000. I am sorry, President Mahama. You can't say that. If you want to lead a generation of young Ghanaians in 2024, you must demonstrate the know-how. You can't come and say you don't have. I will not run for president because I don't have the know-how. But if there's an election for the Director General of GBC, I will run. That one, I have the know-how. If you give me GBC today, I will fix it. I will do it and I'll bring you my CV. What I've done in 25 years, you will know that I can do GBC. I have the know-how. If you don't have the know-how for president, don't come near it. Presidency is not a bed of roses. It's a thinking job. It's a difficult work. You need a team, a huge team that can think with you. And you need a vision. You need to understand possibilities. You need to understand many things. It is called the know-how. You can't come and tell me I don't have know-how. Your money is 2,000. When I come, I'll do 2,000. Teacher training, please. So I beg you. No, we are tired of that. We are tired of that. Tired of leaders. I mean, we've come from elections where people, before we were born, Babadu Say and Co used to do elections, where they used to promise people that Kwame Nkrumah will do a train station from here to heaven. And you can sit inside and go to heaven. And they'll be jubilating. There is victory for us. Yeah, that's okay. We've gone through all those processes. Then we came to the place recently as 1992, when people were concerned. Who said, I'm making sure by Akumasi, in sure one only, I mean, now make a phone shiki or harm, or phone shiki, I mean, making sure by Akumasi. Those who don't understand Ghana, to wait a group of people talking about 1992 elections say that if you vote for Professor Dubois, they have been told that Professor Dubois will take the seat to Kumasi. We have come from all those places. Today, where we are and where we stand, we are demanding a leader who has the know-how, but especially for a former president, President Mahama. Especially for a former president. Why would you come and say something like that? Especially for a former vice president, who is a former president, who is running for president again, he must be overloaded with the know-how. Donald Trump is flying in America. He's demonstrating that he has the know-how. You have been former president, vice president, and you are coming to run again. You have to show that you are loaded with the know-how, technical know-how. You are loaded. You can't come and be telling me those things. Okay, let's move on. President Kufuor, I'm giving you examples. President Kufuor knew that the country was broke. He said, I'll do you FQ. President Kufuor was able to execute the FQ. Thank you, Mr. Kufuor. Good evening to you. I know you may be asleep. Tomorrow they'll tell you, watch the YouTube. We love you. You did it. And we are following your example. You're a great leader, J. Kufuor. Great leader. In fact, give me Shosholozo for him. The middle one. Give me Shosholozo. I want to praise President Kufuor right now. Release it quickly. 2 minutes and we go. 1, 2, 3. Because he knew that Ghana was not broke and Ghana was good, he said, I will give you a better Ghana. Professor Mills He said, I will give you a better Ghana. Leaders don't promise to draw us back. Leaders show us the way forward. Leaders don't draw us back. Leaders give us hope. Leaders give us inspiration, hope and inspiration and possibilities. That is the role of a leader. You don't tell us we are broke, so you can't do anything. Professor Mills, your mentor, the NDC flag bearer for 2008, he was running for election. He looked at Ghana. Ghana was good. He said, I will give you a better Ghana. That is what leadership is about. And I'm disappointed. It's not about Baumia or John Mahama. It's about you and I. Which leader are we electing? Does he have the know-how? Or is he going to tell us that we are broke? Professor John Kufuor delivered FQ. Professor Mills didn't quite deliver much. But he promised a better Ghana. That's what he said. And then in 2012, Professor Mills died. And President Mahama became president. Ghana's economic situation, and is documented in all the records. Ghana's economic situation since 2000 has not been worse than 2014, 15, and 16. Tell me it has been worse than that. In the history of this country since 2000, Ghana's economic situation has not been worse than the Dumsor era. It was in these circumstances that Adodankwa Akufo-Addo campaigned for election. It was in these circumstances. What did he say? He said, the training college that you have cut, I will restore it. He said, the nurses training college, I will restore it. He said, I'll do free SHS. He said, I'll do one district, one factory. Ghana was broke because we are looking for leaders who inspire our people. What is a leader comes to tell us that you have 1,000, I don't have money, so that's all you get. Don't come and ask me for anything. We don't want that leader in Ghana. It's too old. We want futuristic leaders who are taking us to the promised land. They must have the know-how. Akufo-Addo was campaigning in a situation where Ghana was brokest in the history of the global world. And he was saying that the things that the government has stopped because Ghana is broke, if he becomes president, he will restore it. He was adding something else that was not even part of our budget. Free secondary school education. He was promising it. He was telling people that I'll create factories for you. One district, one factory.
This right here actually shows that John Mahama is not going anywhere, because as a president or aspiring to be one, you are supposed to know how to talk and how to tell your people you are going to fix the countries, and not telling them right on their faces that their country is so broke and can't do anything.
This program has said of the 1 to 1 factory Akufo-Addo created is only 9. That's what he said on Good Evening Ghana. The tape is there. Okujeto Ablakwa said only 9 factories, are only 9. And I told him that, I'll come to the video in a minute. I told him that if every president had been creating 9 after promising 100 factories, he created 9. Rawlings created 9. Kufuor created 9. Mills created 9. Mahama created 9. Akufo-Addo could have decided to create 0.
Please do well to like, comment, follow, put on notification bell so you get all
He
our
sat on the
updates
program.
one by
He said
one.
Akufo-Addo has created only 9. He promised 100. He created only